Hi, I'm in costume, so you don't know who I am. And you have to guess. And you're watching Transylvania Tonight with Countess Carita and my master, Drac.
You idiot. Everybody knows who you are.
No, they don't.
Who else calls Drac Master? Everybody knows who you are.
No, they don't. Sometimes even my own mother doesn't recognize me.
She doesn't want to recognize you, but she always recognizes me.
Mom always did like you best.
Of course she did. Look at me, and then look at you.
Anyway, happy Halloween.
From both of us.
Who said that? I'm beginning to think this place is haunted.
Speak for yourself.
I am Countess Carita, and welcome to Transylvania Tonight. Well, another year has passed, and it's Halloween again. Did you keep all your Halloween resolutions from last year? Did you lose weight? Did you start eating better and exercising? Did you stop smoking? I know that last one is a bit difficult because fire and brimstone tend to stick with you for a while. Well, I kept my resolution. Now I bury everything, a foot deeper than I used to. It makes it so much more difficult to detect. Well, enough about that. We have a great show for you tonight, and to tell you more about it is the King of Halloween. At least he's the King of Halloween here at the castle, my deadest Drac.
Oh, thanks, honey bat. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. You know, I really am the King of Halloween. Sure. Drac, King of the Vampires, media persona, duh, all right? And the King of Halloween. And that's because I am a magical and mystical creature with abilities far beyond those of average men. Sure. You've seen me turn into a wolf. You've seen me turn into a bat, But I can turn into just about anything I want to. And that's because I am a magical and mystical being. Do you want to see me turn into something else? Okay. All right, let's turn into a bear. Would you like that? Huh? Okay. All right, we'll try that. And as always, back up a little bit from your TV there. Back up. Okay. You ready? Here we go. Shabare! Ooh. Grr. Ooh, I'm a bear, and I'm gonna get you. Grr. Grr. Well, I'm kind of bear. Start the show! Not even close to being live from the Borgo Pass, it's Transylvania Tonight with your hosts, that award-winning King of the Vampires, Drac, and Countess Carita, the darling of the undead. Join Drac and Carita for tonight's feature film, Chaney, starring in The Unknown. Listen to them. The children of the night. What music they make. I'm Drac. She's Countess Carita.
Good evening. The spider's spinning his web for the unwary fly. The blood is the life.
Oh, you know it, baby. And welcome to, come on in, Transylvania tonight.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, we have a great Halloween show for you, doggone it. And it features one of the most bizarre movies, I promise you, one of the most bizarre movies you're ever going to see.
It stars the legendary man of 1,000 faces, Chaney. But first, let's get things started with a cartoon. Let's take a trip down to Cupcake's Cartoon Cottage. So I see you found your clothes.
I don't want to talk about it.
Grrr.
Some help you are. Big dumb paperweight you. You know, in the old days, a monster wouldn't let a woman get away with talking to her husband like that.
Cake. And you know Cuddles. And this is my cartoon cottage. Happy Halloween. I hope you're all having fun. Oh, and look at all of you. I can see all of your costumes, and you all look great. What do you think of my costume? Can you guess what I am? I'm a mysterious cartoon princess. And Cuddles is a clown. A funny clown. Do something funny, Cuddles. You want to look inside the magic box? What do you think could be inside, boys and girls? Could it be a pumpkin? Could it be a black cat? Could it be that wicked witch Gina? Let's look and see. It's a cartoon. Let's watch it now.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to soar higher than any plane, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Nuts, popcorn, get your hot roast
All right, folks, only a dime. 1/10 of a dollar. You're just about to witness the most amazing sample of toxicolian art the world has ever seen.
Sorry, old fellow.
Fine thing. Ace newspaper woman scares monkey.
Ace newspaper woman reviews circus. What an assignment.
Yeah, too bad, Lois. Looks like a great night for a murder or fire or something.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Step right up and
That's
get
your cue,
ticket,
Lois.
folks. The
See you
show's
later.
about
Be
to
off.
start. Only a few minutes before the performance begins. So hurry, hurry, hurry!
Get going, Joe. Let's see what's cooking. This is a job for Superman. Lucky Lois. Always gets her story.
And luckily, she lives to ride it.
Thanks to Superman.
Hey! That's not the cartoon I wanted to show tonight. Who switched the cartoon? I wanted to show the Betty Boop Halloween cartoon. We can show the Betty Boop cartoon too? A cartoon double feature? Great! Let's watch it now. cartoon. Don't you, Cuddles? Happy Halloween, boys and girls. And again, you all look wonderful in your costumes. And you, the next time you switch cartoons on me, I'm going to tell your bookie where you moved to. Got it? And the last time he found you, he put you in the hospital, remember? Let's get back to Drac and Countess Carita.
Well, thanks, Cupcake and Cuddles.
Wow, we got 2 cartoons tonight.
Yeah, I know. And now we're going to have to cut something for time. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to tonight's movie. It's a 1927 classic called The Unknown, directed by that master of the macabre, Todd Browning.
It stars Lon Chaney as an armless knife thrower in a carnival.
Neat trick for trick or treat, huh? And it also stars Norman Kerry, who also appeared in The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Phantom of the Opera.
And leading lady, Joan Crawford.
Yeah, she's the love interest in the film. This film examines just how far a guy would be willing to go to win the woman of his dreams. Oof, I told you, it's one of the most bizarre films I've ever seen. And I think you'll think it's one of the most bizarre films you've ever seen, too.
It's the perfect film for Halloween. So let's get started. From 1927, Lon Chaney, Norman Kerry, and Joan Crawford
in Todd Browning's The Unknown. Hey, babies. If Lon Chaney had 1,000 faces, how many driver's licenses did he need?
They didn't have photo ID back in 1927, Drac.
Oh, yeah, I should have known that. You know, what am I thinking? I was around then.
Yeah.
Of course, I could never have photo ID. Unless I put on a lot of, like, Max Factor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had to slap it on there so the camera would pick it up.
We hope you're enjoying the movie.
And now it's time for Drac and Carita's Halloween Tales. Stories that are so horrifying they'll send chills up and down your spine. Ooh. You go first, Carita.
Okay. So, one night, not too long ago, right before we went on the air, I broke a fingernail.
And?
And what?
And then what happened?
Isn't that enough? I broke a fingernail. It was this one. Now you tell a story.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. So, my story, it started back in the late 1950s. It takes place in your hometown. Yeah, that's right. My story takes place in your very own hometown. And it was in your hometown that a serial killer lunatic that they called the Hook, he escaped from the insane asylum in your own hometown. And what he would do is he would go out to Lover's Lane where all the teenagers would park and make out, and he'd use that hook to kill them. Because, you see, he only had one hand. And where his other hand was, he had this hook that he wore.
Like Captain Hook?
Yeah, exactly, right? So, what happened is, one night, this boy and this girl, they're parked out on Lover's Lane, and they're making out, it's like, and all of a sudden, the girl, she thinks she hears something, right? And she starts to get creeped out, right?
Now wait a minute, was the hook still on the loose?
Oh yeah, sure.
And the teenagers still went to Lover's Lane?
Well, come on, Carita, they were teenagers, The guy wasn't exactly thinking with his head.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, the girl thinks she hears something, and she listens for a minute, and the guy, he's trying to make out some more, and she says, "Oh, I'm creeped out. Take me home." And the guy says, "Oh, no, baby, hey," because it was the 1950s, He says, "Hey, let's stay a while, make out some more. Hey." And she says, No, I don't feel good about this. Come on, take me home." And the guy goes, No, let's stay. But she kept it up and said, take me home. I want to go home. So finally, the guy, he gets so upset, he just turns around, starts up the car, punches on the gas pedal, and streaks out of the Lover's Lane area. When they get to the girl's house, the boy got out of the car, and he walked around the car to open the girl's door.
Is this a real story?
Oh yeah, sure.
And the boy went around the car to open the girl's door for her?
Well, yeah, guys used to do stuff like that in the 1950s,
Wow.
So the boy walks around the car, and he goes to open the car door, and there, hanging from the car door handle, was the Hook's hook. In fact, the Hook, he's still on the loose, hasn't been caught to this day, except now they don't call him the Hook, they just call him the Stump,
That's not a real story.
Yes, it is.
The Hook's just an urban legend.
No, he's not. In fact, I met him.
You did, huh?
Oh yeah, he borrowed $10 from me once.
Now I know he's an urban legend. You wouldn't even lend $10 to your own mother.
Are you saying I'm cheap?
I don't have to. Everyone else says it.
Well, I don't care what you think. The Hook is a very important story.
How is it important?
Well, because the story of the Hook has been keeping kids out of lovers' lanes and the backseat of automobiles since 1958, resulting in a lower teenage pregnancy rate. Now let's get back to the movie. Want to go out to Lover's Lane? Hey, Drac here with a very important message. You know, there's currently a problem that's affecting people just like you. And this problem is affecting people just like you, all over the world. Every night, people just like you, are being attacked and killed by the monsters under your beds. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, Drac, what can I do about this problem? Well, doggone it, pal, I'm glad you asked. Because I'm here to tell you about a new program I'm offering. It's an insurance program called Hey, Monster Under the Bed. Drac says leave me alone. Yeah, it's a program that I'm offering, and you're saying, well, Drac, how could that work? Duh. Drac, Prince of Darkness, King of the Vampires. When I talk, monsters under the bed listen, okay? And here's the beauty of our program. It's only going to cost you $19.95 a month to be protected from those monsters under your bed. Well, what do you have to do? Nothing else. That's the beauty of it. You just enroll in our Hey, Monster Under the Bed, Drac says leave me alone for $19.95 a month, and every month your credit card will automatically be billed. You don't have to do anything else. Now I ask you, where else can you buy peace of mind that cheap? Huh? And if you act now, for only an additional $4.95 a month, you'll also get the rider, Hey, Monster in my closet, Drac says leave me alone. That's right, only $4.95 a month for the closet rider too, okay? So, act now. Countess Carita is standing by to take your call. Remember, enroll right now in Hey, Monster in my closet, Drac says leave me alone. Doggone it, you'll never have to spend another sleepless night worrying. Spooks, is that you? Whoa! I'm Drac, and this is the Borgo Pass Report. Our top story tonight. But whoa! It looks like we got breaking news. For more on this, we go to our Countess Carita. My little Halloween pumpkin.
Thanks, Drac.
Sure thing, pumpkin.
We here at the Borgo Pass are getting a call from the chairman of the board, Halloween Jack. Are you there, Halloween Jack?
I am, Carita. It's good to see you.
And it's good to see you, Halloween Jack. What's on your mind?
I wanted to drop in and wish everyone a happy Halloween.
Aw, thank you, and happy Halloween to you, Jack. What have you been up to?
Oh, I've been developing and marketing a new product. You know, it's pumpkin spice season, so I've developed Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Bomb. It's good for anything that itches.
Anything?
Oh yeah, anything. I also wanted to have a word with that weasel, Drac.
Weasel?
He's right here.
Good. Are you there, Weasel?
I am.
Good. I've been watching your show this evening.
Great. Oh, great. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. I've been watching your show, and I have a question for you, Weasel. Who is the king of Halloween?
Well, you are, Jack. There's no question about that. Why, you're so Halloween that you have the word right there in your name. Halloween Jack.
So, why did you say you were the king of Halloween?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You sure did. I have the video right here.
Well, it was just a slip of the tongue. You know, an improvisational showbiz kind of thing. It was something that just came out in the heat of the moment.
Well, see to it that it doesn't happen again. And you owe me. So I want you to do a commercial for my pumpkin spice itch bomb.
Okay.
And now, why don't you turn into a bear for us again?
Jack!
I have the video. Should we run it again?
No!
Happy Halloween, Weasel. And happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween, Jack.
And just remember, Big Brother is watching you.
For our next story, we go to our man in the field, Mr. Renfield. Are you there, Renfield?
Hi, Master. I've been watching the show and listening to your Halloween tales, and I wanted to share a Halloween story of my own.
Okay, shoot. No, not literally. No, I meant go ahead and tell your story.
Okay, so one Halloween night years ago, I was in a cabin in the woods, out in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly there was a freak snowstorm, a blizzard, and I was trapped in the cabin for weeks. Luckily, I had enough firewood to keep the cabin warm, but the warmth of the fire attracted rats who scurried to get into the warm cabin and out of the cold. Before I knew it, there were thousands of rats in the cabin with me. Everywhere I looked, they were scurrying about. There were so many of them that I couldn't move without stepping on one of them. And they were all looking at me with beady little hate-filled eyes.
Wow. What happened?
I put on 35 pounds. Nothing like a fresh rat trapped in the wild. Them's good eating. Happy Halloween, everybody.
And happy Halloween to you, Renfield. Well, that's all the time we have for this time. We'll see you next time on the Borgo Pass Report.
Drac,
Yeah, honey bat.
can you really turn into a weasel?
Carita?
I want to see. Turn into a weasel.
No!
Pop goes the weasel.
And now, here's an editorial comment from the Borgo Pass news director, Groucho.
Groucho here, the Borgo Pass news director, with an editorial comment. Well, it's Halloween time again. Ah, Halloween. We all love it. It's a traditional holiday. Because, you know, every holiday has its traditions. For Thanksgiving, we eat turkey. For Christmas, we exchange presents. And for Arbor Day, we all take off our clothes and climb up and sit in a tree all day. Well, I know I do. It's my favorite holiday of the year. So what are your Halloween traditions? Do you put on your favorite costume? Maybe you watch your favorite horror movies. Well, I know I have my own tradition. It starts with me inviting a wealthy old woman out to dinner and sticking her with the check. That's the trick and trick or treat. Yeah, and then I pick up the shapely waitress that has been serving us that meal, and I take her home with me. That's the treat in the trick or treat. And once we're at my place, we dim the lights. We dim them down soft and low. And then we end up in my favorite Halloween costumes, Adam and Eve, before Eve bit the apple. And the best part is, on All Souls morning, She scrambles my eggs and butters my toast. Ah, traditions. I'm Groucho, the Borgo Pass News Director. Happy Halloween, and this has been my editorial comment. Oh, and by the way, it's not a mask. I look like this all year long.
This has been an editorial comment from the Borgo Pass News Director, Groucho.
All right, everybody, let's Dracercise.
What are you doing?
Well, Carita, this is a Dracercise that strengthens the facial muscles.
Does that really work?
Do I look 500?
No. 600.
Huh? Well, then I need to get more. More exercise. This portion of Transylvania Tonight should have been brought to you by Milky Way. Come on, Milky Way, give us a call. We could use the money. All right. And you know, if I told women this Dracercise would help make their faces look better, you couldn't keep these things on the shelf.
Hey, Jack Torrance here, manager of the beautiful Overlook Hotel. You know, I've been here since 1980. I worked my way up from the boiler room to the ballroom, and I just love the place. I'll never leave, and I think you'll love it too. You know, folks ask me all the time, they say, Jack, is the Overlook a good romantic destination? And I tell them, well, heck yeah, it is. Why, the halls of the Overlook are filled with great romantic stories. Like the story of Clyde and Agnes, a couple who used to meet here one weekend every month in the early 1930s. Then came the weekend in September of 1932 when a freak snowstorm hit early. The Overlook was just slammed with snow. The roads were impassable. Nobody could get in or out. So Clyde and Agnes were trapped here. But of course that didn't stop a fella named Roscoe. He drove his car up that road as far as he could until he got snowbound miles from the Overlook's front door. That didn't stop Roscoe. He got out of that car and strapped on a pair of snowshoes and trudged through the snow to get to our historic hotel. And once he got here, he came into the lobby and he was starved. So he was happy to see that we had that free continental breakfast. Roscoe must have eaten 8 or 9 donuts and had 4 or 5 cups of coffee while he was shaking the chill off of his bones. And once he was finished, he went up to room 333 where he found Clyde and Agnes. And he blew their brains out with a service revolver before turning it on himself. Because you see, Agnes was Roscoe's wife, and he didn't much appreciate her taking advantage of the Overlook's wintertime special with Clyde. Why? What is the Overlook's wintertime special, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did. You see, if you're booked in here at the Overlook, and we're hit with one of those freak storms, and you get snowbound in for the winter, why, you don't get charged for anything. All of your subsequent nights around the house, you don't pay a nickel. And it's a pretty good deal. If you don't believe me, you can ask Clyde and Agnes and Roscoe, because they're still up in room 333 carrying on their menage a trois of carnage. They've been here for over 90 years now and haven't paid a penny extra. Now I ask you, where else you gonna get a deal like that? book into the Overlook for its wintertime special. And remember, there's always a free continental breakfast. Come and see us, and we'll turn out your lights for you.
Welcome back. Hey, you know, what would any really good horror show be without a black cat like Shifty here, you know? And yet, there are many superstitions about black cats. They go back for centuries and centuries. You know, hundreds of years ago, people actually thought that the black cat could be a familiar of a witch, or perhaps even the witch itself. And you know, in the 18th century, sailors actually thought...
Drac!
Yeah, honey bat?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm telling people all about black cats like Shifty.
But Shifty is a gray tabby cat.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not. She's a black cat.
She's gray.
She is not.
You don't think people are going to know the difference between black and gray?
Well, they wouldn't have until you kept, like, beating it like a dead horse.
Oh, so now you're telling me that the gray cat is the Halloween black horse?
Drac? Yeah, Bob? Why is there a gray cat on your lap? You know, why do I even try? Huh? I give up. And you know, Shifty may not be a black cat. She may be gray. But with all the problems I've had with this segment, she may be gray, but I bet you she's a black cat at heart.
Oh, brother. Let's get back to the movie. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow.
Black cat. Inside. When you got an itch and it doesn't feel good, use Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. Like you know you should. Hey, you know, I use Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm just about every night. Nothing else relieves those embarrassing itches like Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. And you know, every bottle comes with this guarantee. If you use it and it doesn't work for you, just go out and get another jar. It's sure to work the second time. And if it doesn't, Halloween Jack may send somebody out to scratch that itch for you. Yeah. Available wherever you could get salves for all of those embarrassing places to itch. It's Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm.
Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm, available in 16-ounce jar or 5-ounce roll-on, only $19.95. Roll-on balm $29.99 with additional purchase. Call 1-555-877-8121 to order. Not available in Hawaii, Alaska, Salem, Massachusetts, Florida, North Carolina, North Dakota, or New York. Plus $59.95 shipping and handling.
It's time for another installment of Drac and Carita's Halloween Tales. Stories that are so horrifying that they'll make your blood run cold. Oh. You want to go first again, Carita?
Sure.
Okay, good. This isn't going to be another story about breaking a fingernail, is it?
No.
All right, good. Go ahead.
All right. So this happened to me a few years ago. When I first met Drac, he had 3 wives, Ilona, Magda, and Candy. When Drac and I had been together for about a year, there came a knock at the door one night.
Was it a Halloween night?
He wanted to be.
Well, yeah, since this is a Halloween show, it's Halloween night. I think it would be kind of nice to make it Halloween night, don't you? Okay, so it was Halloween night.
So there came a knock at the door one Halloween night. It was a police detective, Lieutenant Drolumbo. He started asking me all kinds of questions about the brides of Drac. It seems that one dark and stormy night, Ilona, Magda, and Candy had all disappeared. And Lieutenant Drolumbo started asking me all kinds of questions about their disappearance. I got the impression that the detective thought that Drac's wives had met with some foul play. And furthermore, he seemed to think that I may be the foul player. It was really scary, because I don't think I'd do well in prison. It was really, really scary.
Carita, you don't know anything about the disappearances of Ilona, Magda, and Candy, do you?
Of course not. How would I know anything about it?
Okay. And now it's time for my story. Oh, the monster inside Gramps. Yeah. My story takes place years ago when a kindly old grandfather took his 2 little grandsons out to an isolated cottage in the woods to go fishing. And the first night they were there at the cabin, after the boys had gone to bed, they were awakened by a horrible scream from out in the kitchen. "Oh, boys, help me!" Well, they sat up in bed, and they realized it was their Gramps calling for help. So the boys got out of bed, and they ran into the kitchen. And they said, "Gramps, what's wrong?" And he said, "Oh, boys, there's something inside me. There's something inside me. You have to help me. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts." And the boys said, "Well, Gramps, what can we do?" And he said, "Oh, we have to let it out, boys. Pull my finger, let it out." And the boys were wide-eyed as they grabbed under their Gramps' finger, and they started to pull. And as they started to pull, the monster inside Gramps began to growl low. And the Gramps said, "Oh, it hurts, boys. Pull harder, harder, harder. You've got to straighten my finger and let it out." And the boys pulled as hard as they could, and they straightened Gramps' finger. And the beast inside him roared mightily. Loudest noise the boys had ever heard. Arr! And the boys knew the monster was really there, because, man, its breath stank horrible. Oof, horrible. So the boys, they were so afraid, they ran out to Gramps' car, got in the back seat, and that's where they slept all night long. And that's the story of the monster that was inside Gramps. We hope you enjoyed our Halloween tales. And now let's get back to the movie. Oh, Carita! Oh, there's something inside me! Oh, hurry! Oh, help me! Pull my finger! Oh, harder! Oh, harder! Hi, Drac here for Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. Oh, guys, it's the perfect relief for jock itch. You know, you just open up the jar, get a handful, rub it in, and you're going to start feeling the difference right away. And girls, it'll work for you too. Why, you know, I use Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm all the time. Oh, you know, these wool pants I wear, oh man, they chafe like crazy when I get hot and sweaty and I have to walk around a lot. I don't know what I'd do without Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. It's available wherever you can get any kind of salve for those embarrassing places that itch. Remember, get some today. Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. Oh, it's all gone. Carita, I'm going to need some more Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm.
Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm, available in 16-ounce jar or 5-ounce roll-on, only $19.95. Roll-on balm $29.99 with additional purchase. Call 1-555-877-8121 to order. Not available in Hawaii, Alaska, Salem, Massachusetts, Florida, North Carolina, North Dakota, or New York. Plus $59.95 shipping and handling.
Welcome back to another installment of Drac and Carita's Halloween Tales. Oh, and you know what, Carita? I'm going to go first this time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This story is called Let's Take a Nap. Look into my eyes. You're getting drowsy. Your eyelids are getting heavy. You're going to be taking a nap. And when you wake up, you're going to think Carita and I just told you the most horrific Halloween tales you've ever heard. Ooh, they're going to be really scary. Just awful. Oh, doggone it. They're going to be something else. And then, when I tell you, you'll wake up. And you'll feel refreshed, like you've just woke up from the best sleep you've ever had, but that you had a nightmare that was a really scary story. So, you're getting sleepy, you're feeling drowsy, and on the count of 1, 2, 3, you're asleep.
You couldn't think of anything for this segment, could you?
Not really.
How long are you going to keep them asleep?
I don't know. I think a minute or so should do it. And then when they wake up, they're going to think they've just seen the best segment of this show they've ever seen. Something that really scared them to death, right?
I guess.
Yeah. So what do you want to do after the show?
Oh, I don't know.
You want to fly down to the village for a bite?
Okay.
Okay. I think there's a big Halloween party going on at the pub.
Oh, boy.
All right, should we wake them up?
Okay.
All right. Oh, you're coming out of that sleep now. You're coming out of that sleep. When I tell you, you'll be wide awake, refreshed, and you're going to think, oh, you just heard the best story from Drac and Carita you ever had. Oh, and you're so grateful about it that you're going to get in touch with Carita and send her cash into our PayPal account. Yeah, she'll tell you what to do. That's what you're going to do. So you're going to wake up refreshed. You've just heard a great scary story, and you're going to send this cash to our PayPal account. And don't be stingy about it, okay? So you're going to be awake on the count of 1, 2, 3. Oh, boy, wasn't that a great story?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and yours was good too, Carita.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those were scary stories, weren't they? Aren't those just like the scariest stories you've ever heard? Oh, yeah. Well, that's it for this episode of Drac and Carita's Halloween Tales. Let's get back to the movie. Hey, Carita. When they get in touch with you about the PayPal thing, tell them not to be stingy.
All right.
Okay? Oh, guys, that embarrassing itch is back. It looks like I'm going to need to be using some Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. Oh, it's the only thing that can get rid of those nasty itches for me, and I know it'll work for you too. So I'm going to use some Why, it's empty. Carita! Carita! I'm all out of Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. I told you I needed another jar. I need it bad. Oh. Soon to be available in beef jerky scent. Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. It's great.
Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm, available in 16-ounce jar or 5-ounce roll-on, only $19.95. Roll-on balm $29.99 with additional purchase. Call 1-555-877-8121 to order. Not available in Hawaii, Alaska, Salem, Massachusetts, Florida, North Carolina, North Dakota, or New York. Plus $59.95 shipping and handling.
Well, that's our show for tonight. Happy Halloween, and we hope you enjoyed it.
And we hope you enjoyed Lon Chaney and the Unknown.
Ooh, that was so creepy. Oh man, what he did to himself. That still skeeves me out. Ooh. Well, we'll see you next time. And until then, remember, fly right.
Drac,
Yeah, honey bat.
would you cut your arms off for me?
Oh yeah, sure, honey. I'd do that for you. Sure. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, nice work on all the sound effects you put in the show tonight.
What are you talking about, Drac?
Well, you know what I'm talking about. You put in all of those, like, really spooky, creepy, generic sounding Halloween sound effects. Nice job.
I didn't put in any sound effects.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Carita, did you put all those sound effects in the show?
Not me, Deadest.
Well, then who did?
It's me.
Let's get out of here. Shabbat!
Shadrach!
Wait a minute, babies. Let's get out of here.
Okay, Deadest.
So what'd you think? Old Jack was locked into the Overlook Hotel? Not me. I'm a free spirit. What are you laughing at? All of you. Why, it took them 2 hours to realize you weren't sound effects. They should have known right off the bat you were real spooks. You're all gonna have to step up your game.
Cupcake and Cuddles here for Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. You can find it everywhere you find salves for embarrassing places that itch. Are you itchy, Cuddles? Do you need some of Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm? Do you want me to rub it on you? Okay. Remember, that's Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. Find it everywhere you find salves and creams for embarrassing places that itch. I better rub it on you now, Cuddles.
Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm, available in 16-ounce jar or 5-ounce roll-on, only $19.95. Roll-on balm $29.99 with additional purchase. Call 1-555-877-8121 to order. Not available in Hawaii, Alaska, Salem, Massachusetts, Florida, North Carolina, North Dakota, or New York. Plus $59.95 shipping and handling.
Transylvania Tonight is a Fly Right production.
portions of tonight's Transylvania Tonight have been brought to you by Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. Available wherever you get salves and balms for all of those embarrassing places that itch. Hey, I'm going to have to go to the store because I'm all out. I need more. That's right, I need more of Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm. It's great.
Halloween Jack's Pumpkin Spice Itch Balm, available in 16-ounce jar or 5-ounce roll-on, only $19.95. Roll-on balm $29.99 with additional purchase. Call 1-555-877-8121 to order. Not available in Hawaii, Alaska, Salem, Massachusetts, Florida, North Carolina, North Dakota, or New York. Plus $59.95 shipping and handling.